Just want to start off by thanking our fans and our crowd. What an amazing atmosphere tonight in Canvas Stadium. And I understand it's the third largest crowd in Canvas history, fourth sellout. And just got to really thank our fans. I thought our band was outstanding. And our administration, all the hard work that they've done, John Weber and his staff, to make game day special. And it felt like big time football out there. It felt like big time college football, and that was really awesome to see. You know, guys, we're a work in progress as a football team. I think we're like most teams in America. We got some good kids. They do what we ask them to do. They're working their tails off, and they're trying to get better. And I was pretty irritated for most of this game because I just want our guys to play up to their potential. And we do it at times. We scratch the surface at times, but I was not happy for most of this game. But I'm very, very proud of a lot of the efforts that we had tonight. We had some young players really step up. Caleb Goody had his first touchdown. Keegan Hollis had a nice game, coming off his knee injury. Kenyon Agers had 2.5 TFLs as a young kid that hadn't played much. Our offensive line, Coach Best, has done such a fabulous job bringing those guys around. We had 40 carries, 246 yards rushing, and a bunch of backs carried the ball. That was impressive. We had the one turnover on a screen, and when you have a turnover on a screen as a coach, you hate that. It's a safe play. It's not a high risk play. And when you get a turnover on a screen, it just really sticks it to you. We played hard on defense. Not many explosive plays. It was a good night. It was really a special weekend. Getting to know the Mosley family. What amazing family, what an amazing group of people that have accomplished so much. And I just thought it was outstanding how our administration honored them. And it was great to be a part of. I was humbled to be able to spend time around them. And so that was very, very special. And it just shows you what kind of place CSU is, where people like John Mosley can come and accomplish all the amazing things he accomplished. So pretty special weekend, pretty special night. But like I said, we're just getting started as a team. We have a lot of improvement to make. We have to get better in a lot of areas. I think we'll gain confidence from tonight's game. But we're going to see a lot better opponents as we move forward, and we've got to continue to improve.
Do you have any update that you can share on
Torrey, I don't have his status right now. I know he did not come back into the game. And so hopefully, it won't be serious enough where he misses too much time. But it's too early to tell right now.
Jay, did you forget to make an announcement over the offseason that you were going from an air raid to like a ground?
We're serious about improving this team. I mean, we really are. We want our weaknesses to become our strengths, and we're not ready to be ground and pound, but I think we're getting better. I feel like that we were in position last year to be able to finish games and run the football. And, we got the ball with 4 minutes left, and I didn't want to give it back to them. It was something that we're going to have to do. We didn't do it last year in the Colorado game. We had a chance to finish the game. with the ball in our hands, and we didn't do it. So we have to learn how to do that, and it just doesn't happen. And so being able to run the football and hold on to the ball when you have to is something that we have to learn to do. And so we're not there yet. We're making strides, but I was so proud of Avery Morrow. You know, Avery's been a starter. He's not a starter right now. But boy, did he run the ball hard at the end of the game, and I was proud of that. And I was so proud that he got in the end zone at the end of the game. And so we got a lot of backs that can run, much different than a year ago. And I think it's going to help Braden. You know, and we, you know, I looked at Matt in the fourth quarter and I said, we don't even know how to play fast anymore. You know, we've been huddling, and we tried to slow the game down against Texas, and you know, we gotta go back and work at it. You know, we got to do that, and because we're going to need to do that as we move through the season. But you know, I'm proud of our kids. You know, our kids did a good job tonight.
So what impressed you? You had 4 explosive runs tonight, which was rare last year, but the 4-minute offense that you ran. One impressed you more than the other? You kind of a draw. You need them both.
No, we need them both. I mean, you know, we need explosive plays, and you know, I challenged the backs. I thought we could get them to the secondary, and I think Justin just missed scoring on a long run in the first half. But you know, I challenged them. I said, you know, we got to make these safeties miss, and we got to make big plays running the football. And so it was good to see that. You know, we're making progress. I mean, we're not there yet, but we're getting better.
You mentioned Keegan Hollis, you know, having a big game coming off of the multiple knee injuries. How rewarding is that to see a guy like that have a great day?
You pull for those guys. I mean, we play a tough sport. I mean, injuries happen, people get hurt, and you know, and when you have an injury like that, I mean, you're out for months and months and months. It takes a long time for your body to recover, and I'm just proud of him. You know, he's a tough kid. I don't think he gets enough credit for how physical he is and how tough he runs, especially coming off that injury. And you know, I think, you know, before he got injured, he was just thought of as a fast guy. But now he's really has a lot of respect from his teammates as a physical runner.
How would you evaluate Braden's game tonight? It was pretty conservative. He did have the one big touchdown pass to Goody. How would you evaluate after a rough outing against Texas a week ago?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know, we didn't win and we didn't score, so yeah, it's a rough outing. But Braden played pretty good tonight. I was proud of him. You know, we didn't throw for 400 yards, but I mean, his goal is to spread the ball around and win. You know, his goal is not to get stats here. So, you know, that's, you know, I thought he played well. He didn't turn the ball over. Okay. If he would have threw for 350 and had 4 turnovers, you guys would be upset. So, I mean, I thought he played well tonight, and I think Braden's growing, and I think he's going to continue to improve and get better.
You mentioned Akers a number of times in the last week or so. What have you seen from him since camp started to now, a young guy growing?
I'm just so proud of him. You know, he's a young kid, and you know, he's got an NFL body, and he's still just a young guy. You know, but he's just gotten better and better and better. You know, he got in that game against Texas, and you know, I guess Texas played pretty good today, huh? Yeah. He got in a game against Texas. He wasn't out of place. And so, you know, I was really proud of him. I think he's going to come on, and we need him to. You know, Newer's been hurt. DeAndre Gill's been hurt. And so we really need his production at defensive end, along with Kurtzky and Mukende. He can really help us.
With a guy like him, with just how young and inexperienced he is, does make a couple plays at Texas? You see kind of maybe a little
no doubt.
Jump?
You know, confidence is a fickle thing, and you know, sometimes a guy needs a game like this to get going. And I think, you know, we need it as a football team. You know, we needed to win tonight. We needed to make some plays and feel good and get that feeling of what it's like to win. And you start walking around a little bit differently, you know. And so, I think our guys will get a shot from tonight, and we got 3 home games. We just finished the first one. We got 2 more in a row, and it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to play well, play in front of our fans. It was an amazing atmosphere out there tonight. And just standing there on the sideline, seeing all the orange, and seeing our band and our kids and our students all over there. That was a really, really awesome sight.
Jay, you stress your kids like it's very important for them to celebrate this, but it's also important for them to remember that like you said, they're still a team and grow.
Yeah, it's hard to win. It's hard to win. Doesn't matter who you're playing. So you got to enjoy the wins and don't take them for granted. But I also, we talked in the locker room. We can play so much better. We have a lot of guys in that room that are really just scratching the surface of how good they can be. And so, I really want to see our guys grow every week. And we go back to work tomorrow for our weekly routine, and we got to get ready. We got another big opportunity next week.
Teams are going to target Torrey because of how good he's been throughout the year. So I think he completed passes to 10 different receivers. Caleb comes up and makes a big play. How important is that as you look to take some pressure off of Torrey?
Yeah, it's important that all those other kids step up and make plays, and because we got to spread the ball around, and we have a lot of capable receivers, and a lot of those kids are still pretty young and they haven't had a lot of opportunities, but they should get better. Every week, and I told the team yesterday, we're like everybody else. The way that college football is now, they changed the rules. You don't wear pads half the time in training camp. We don't have 2-a-days. We don't wear pads half the time. So how do you learn how to play? You actually start learning how to play in games and on Tuesday, Wednesday during the season, and so a lot of teams are maturing right now. And so we're no different than anybody else, and we got a lot of good young kids that want to do well, and they're learning and they're getting better. And when a Kenyon Agers and a Caleb Goody and a Keegan Hollis and those guys start doing some good things, that's a good sign for the Rams.
You mentioned being unhappy at certain points during the game today. Was there anything specifically you said during halftime to get back on the right track?
I said quite a bit on the sideline during the game, but I was just not happy. I just wasn't happy. I thought we could play better, and we had a couple drives where we weren't sharp, and the first drive of the second half wasn't good, and we let them score, and we could play better, and I think our mental errors were better than a week ago. We had too many last week. And, it was our first game. But we have to play we have to have a higher standard for our play across the board. And I'm starting to see more of that, but we still have a ways to go. We're not there yet.
Coach, defense have a really tough time creating turnovers and getting the sack of the quarterback. Is there any concern there as you look to face tougher opponents in your future?
No, I think we have to generate some pressure, and I think we have to play tighter coverage, and so those are things that we'll continue to do. And we got a bunch of guys on defense that are starting to learn how to play together, and we got to start putting the screws to people. I mean, that's just the way it's got to be, and so I wasn't disappointed. We'll look at the film and see where we could do better. But I was not disappointed. I think just like the offense, we could have played better tonight defensively.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.